Hello and welcome to this session. As you know, earned value mechanism is a very powerful way of uh, measuring the project performance quantitatively. Today, we're going to look at how we can use Microsoft Project to measure earned values for the project, to measure project performance um, with the Microsoft project using the built-in capability of earned value management. And as you know, the key parameters that we use in earned value mechanism, they are schedule variance, cost variance, schedule performance index, and cost performance index. So let's dive into this. First of all, I'm starting with this really bare bones, very simple project. This is about upgrading IT infrastructure for ABC Corporation. And you can see that the first task is just anchor task to start the project. And any task with a zero duration is a milestone. So you can see that to begin with, every task you see here is a zero duration, and that's why this diamond shaped in the Gantt chart area, you see the diamond shape symbol here that signifies that this is milestone. But uh, we have some milestones in the project, but other tasks that we need to specify duration. First of all, before we start that, and you can see that the project is starting on is started on 2nd of September. So you can set the start date for the project basically by going into project and project information, and you can specify the date here. And as you can see that in this case, we have the project started on 2nd of September, and today's date is the 15th of September, the day of observing the project health. So this date can change. This date is like the date you are looking at the project performance. So that date belongs to basically it automatically filled up for you the day you are making observations. So it's current date. Today, I am doing this today. So it's current, today's date is 15th of September, right? And that's it. So you don't have to do anything else. Is just set up the start date of the project, and the date for current observation will automatically be populated. So now I would just use some arbitrary numbers for duration, but if you have any assignment and you are given the durations, so you use those durations. Here, like hypothetically, I'm gonna pick here 2 days for this, and let's say I'm gonna put 3 days for this, or 4 for this, 5 for this, just for sake of discussion. And one thing is to make sure that whenever you are working on a Microsoft project, so in most cases, I strongly recommend that you make sure all your new tasks are auto scheduled. So when you first time you use set up your project in MS Project, the default settings are manually scheduled. So for small projects, it's okay to have manually scheduled, but I always recommend that you just use auto schedule. So what you should do is, you click on this left hand side, top left hand side, this location. You can see this here. Click here to select the entire project. Then you go down here. You see this right now. I already have selected auto, but default is manual selected. But you should select auto scheduled here. Okay, that's one place to do that. And the second place to do that is you go to task and here you see the manual and auto. You should do this here also. There's two places you have to make sure that you select auto schedule. Okay, so once this is done, then your then system will automatically make sure that your tasks are properly linked when you move things around. Okay, when you make changes, so you don't mess up any dependencies. So now once you have done that, now we need to link the tasks. So I'm gonna link just to finish to start for this demonstration. So I will basically, what you do is you click on the duration part here for first task, and do not do anything to the summary task. So these tasks in the bold font, they are summary. So they basically depend on the individual children tasks here. So they automatically are taken care of. So you do not select them when you're linking the tasks. So only the children task you're linking. So I have this start project, then I press my control button and select the create project shorter, then create a project management plan, capture as is scenario, and capture to be scenario. So, and then release the control button after that. So these are selected. Now I go make sure your task is selected here in the top ribbon. Then I go to the linking of the task. So this symbol here is a link the selected task. Click on that. So you can see that the predecessors are automatically populated for you. And do not assign anything to the summary tasks, because they are roll up summary of the individual task that you're working on. So you just work on the non-bold tasks, and do not assign or link anything to, do not do anything to the summary task. Okay. Summary task is just like a work packages, and work packages, when they're broken into individual activities, you got the individual activities, and those are the ones you play with. So okay, so I got my all the tasks, they listed here, and they are linked properly, and everything is good. Now I need to assign some resources, so I already have some populated here. John, Jill, Bill, and maybe let's say Terry, for example. I'm just picking up something here. Okay. So once I have this, so I pretty much have everything I need for this demonstration. Actually, I'm only showing you a portion of the complete schedule, basically just to show how to use earned value mechanism with the Microsoft project. Okay, so once you have done this, you have a resource assigned, you have dependencies, the sequencing done, you have a start with date, finish date, and the duration. Projects are all set up properly, no error, everything looks good. So now we can baseline this. Make sure you baseline, because for earned value mechanism to work, your project must be baseline. But before you baseline, make sure that you set up everything. Okay. Right now, well, one thing actually we need to do first before we baseline, we need to go here to the resource sheet. So I go to this left hand side, see this where a Gantt chart is written. I click left here, then right click again, then this opens up. Then I go to resource sheet view. Here I need to specify cost for each resource, because thing is earned value uses dollars. You need to specify cost of every resource. So that this one, John, let's say, for example, the rate or the wages for this person, let's say John makes $90 per hour, and let's say Jill makes $100 per hour, and let's say Bill makes $110 per hour, right? And similarly, Terry maybe makes $100 per hour. Okay, just hypothetically, I use some numbers here. So once we have that, so this step is covered. Now we can go back to our Gantt chart view, and now we are set. Now we can do is we have to baseline our project. So click on project, then you come to set baseline. and say set baseline. And there are different types of baselines here. You just pick the default first one. The subsequent baselines are for like if you have a a original baseline, then you have made some changes with the change request. Something was changed later on. You can have multiple baselines basically, and you can select whatever baseline you want to use. So right now we didn't have baseline before. We're gonna set up this first time, so we use the default here. Okay, baseline is a reference basically against which you compare your performance. Okay, the actual performance. So I'm gonna leave it like for entire project and click OK. So now my project is baseline. Okay. One thing you need to make sure that your settings in your options for earned value mechanism, they are set up right. So click on file and go down to options here, and then click on advanced here, then scroll down here. And you see that these are the options for earned value in MS project. So this is my project name, and leave the default percent complete and baseline. This is the one I've just set it up. This baseline, the baseline we just created. So this, if you want to like say you want to change the reference, like then you can change to different one. But right now I only have one baseline, and I'm gonna use this one. Okay, and just leave everything as it is. You can, if you don't have to, we didn't make any changes, so we just cancel it right now. Okay, so I think we are all set for this. Now we can invoke the view that shows earned value mechanism. Okay, so what I'm going to do is view, go to view, then tables, then go scroll down here, more tables. And here is my earned value. Click on earned value and apply. So now you can see that I have this table of earned values. So remember we assigned cost to resources in the resource sheet. So those we have already populated. So we have a planned value, we have earned value, we have actual cost, we have schedule variance, cost variance, estimate at completion, budget at completion, right? Variance at completion. So budget at completion is the overall project budget that we created in the beginning of the project based on the cost structure we have, and estimated the cost at completion is the amount that based on the performance that what actually we need, what actually our budget will be if we continue to perform at a certain efficiency. And then VAC, variance at completion, is a difference between the two, EAC and BAC. And this tool will automatically take care of these differences. You don't have to manually. I'm gonna add efficiency indices also here, because we have to look at those also. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add SPI here. SPI. I'm gonna add CPI also, because there's a cost performance index. I added that, and now I'm gonna add also the fixed cost, just to show you fixed cost. Okay, fixed cost. Okay, I think that should be sufficient. So when everything is good, like these indices here, let's say the project is on schedule and project is spending the right amount of money, whatever it's supposed to, then the number here will show up as a 1. 1 means 100 divided by 100 means 100% efficiency. Okay, if it's less than 100% means it's in decimals, 0 point something, then it's no good. That means if less than 1 in SPI means you're behind schedule. less than 1 in CPI means you are overspending. Okay. So one is good, more than 1 is good in both. Okay, so now, as you know, that we have this project started on 2nd of September. Now, this task here, you can see that this task was supposed to complete in 2 days. That means we started the project and 9/2. This is the first task we perform, and it should complete by 9/4, like September 4. And today's date is 15, so it's long gone. And let's say I completed this on time. Let's make assumption. So what I can do is I can mark this completed by its due date. So I can highlight this and go here to task. Then I can click on this 100%. Say here 100% is done. It was done by the due date. Okay. So now you can see the numbers changing here. So now the planned value is 1440 and earned values is the same, because the thing is there's no difference. It completed on time. There's no variance. There is no variance. So EV minus PV is SV. So there is no difference because EV and PV are the same because it completed on time. So you see the schedule variance is 0. Okay. And there is no change in estimated completion or budgeted completion, because there is no variance, right? That's why. And you can see that numbers are 1 here because 100% efficiency is not faster, not slow, just right on track. Okay. But now let's assume that this task was not completed all the way 100%, and it was only completed by its due date 75%, for example. So I click on 75%. What happens now? And you can see on this side also on the graphical view side Gantt chart that this stripe on this rectangular bar changes to 75%. And now you can see the schedule performance index change to 0.75. This means that the efficiency is 75% because only completed 75%, right? So that means the project is behind schedule. And you can see the SV schedule variance is negative here. And negative means the variance, any variance, whether schedule variance or cost variance, if it is negative, it's bad. Means if schedule variance is negative, that means the project is behind schedule. If cost variance is negative, then project is overspending. If it's 0, then a project is spending just right. And if SV is 0, then a project is on schedule. If SV is greater than 0, that means project is ahead of schedule. If CV is greater than 0, that means project is spending less than it could, right? So those are the indicators. And now you can see that things how things vary, right, with respect to changes like I just showed you, right? So now let's say that well, this thing primarily was in terms of schedule performance. Let's say let's look at how cost performance is measured. So right now we have cost variance. We are not looking at that yet. We are only looking at actually the schedule part. So the assumption here is that we are not we don't have any other overheads. We only had whatever we planned for. Right now, let's say we have additional amount that we didn't plan for. So in fixed cost, we can add something here. Let's say we have to spend another $80 here. So you can see that this has changed the values here. First of all, CPI before was 1, and now it's 95% because now we are spending more than what we are supposed to. and you can see that the cost variance also is negative. Negative means we are overspending, and our budget BAC is the same because BAC is the original budget that we created. But based on our CPI now, our EAC changed. EAC shows that okay, since we are overspending today, if we continue to do that, then by the time we finish the project, we need more money. So we need 1,520 instead of this 1,440. And the difference gives us a variance. So say because of the $80, the $80 we have additional, and that's a variance. Okay. Now let's assume that instead of the money that we have to spend, and we are receiving some money in some kind of a discount or rebate. Let's say we are receiving $100 into the project. Okay. So I can say minus 100. So now you can see that our cost performance index is more than 100%. This is good. So more than that means that we are moving at more than 100% efficiency. That means that we are spending. We are under we're not using experiencing cost overrun. This is cost underrun. So we are spending less than what we could. So you can see that the cost variance is a positive number, and this is a good sign. Negative is not good. 0 or positive is good. Okay, and you can see that estimated completion now shows that we need now less money if we continue to save money like this, and we need less money by the time we complete the project. With respect to our original budget. Okay, so this is how we look at the earned value for the project. Now I just showed you for the one task. So you can apply this to multiple tasks in your project, or all the tasks basically. You can pick. In this case, I can use apply this mechanism on this task also, this also, this also, and now I can have the complete view of the project health in terms of cost performance and schedule performance. So I hope this was clear, and you can apply this understanding to rest of your project. Thank you for your attention, and I talk to you another time. Thank you. Bye.